Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Wealth Creation Investing. In this training session, we're going to be talking about Forex trend following, swing position players, Bible for massive long-term success. Now, this will be part one. We will show part two in our next session. My name is Forex Joe, and as I put up this disclaimer, I'd like to invite everyone to take a look at Wealth Creation's Forex material. I have been in the process of putting together upgrades to help everyone during their journey in the most liquid markets on earth today. And as we show these gears, I like to show these gears in a lot of my training sessions because you see the 15-minute chart all the way to the left hand really working hard to rotate into the 1 hour, and then as it slows down into the 4 hour daily, weekly, and monthly. Everything I do personally is looked at the daily chart, the previous 24 hours before I put out the ForexU alerts. Now, it does not matter what trading style that you use, we cover it in our FX trade alerts. As you continue your journey, you're going to have light bulb moments in the Forex markets. As I embark in my 12th year of the Forex markets, retail customers have only been able to have access since 1998. I have become a grizzled veteran. I love the Forex markets. From when I first started, there was probably $1.5 trillion a day traded. Now, in the latest report, it's up to $4.7 trillion a day. These markets cannot be manipulated. We are only trading up to 22 currency pairs, but most people focus on the four majors compared to thousands of stocks. And as we take a look at my zero risk gravy train method, we'll put this up here. If you are using our FX alerts, we have given you software that will allow you to take your trades into thirds. At take profit 1, you'll be able to take profit and then automatically move your stop loss to break even +1, which turns us into a zero risk trade. In scalping, you're looking to pull off 3 to 10 pips. As an active trader, 10 to 40 pips. Swing traders, 50 to 200 pips or more. Position traders, 100 to 500 pips or more. People ask me about stop losses many times, and we look at risk return ratio. In scalping, it's usually 1 to 1. If you're an active or day trader and pull your trades before you close your computer, then it's 1.5 to 1. Swing traders are 2 to 3 to 1 or more. Position traders are 3 to 5 to 1 or more. And you always have a predetermined entry and exit strategy in place. Now, why are we showing you this? The bottom line is that if you are a trend follower and all you're looking at is following the trend, you must know which trend that you're following. Now, that could be confusing. In fact, it might sound like an oxymoron. But depending on whether you're scalping, day trading, swing, or position trading, and as we showed you those gears, you're going to be looking at different levels or different lights, as I call them, which is really multiple time frames to be able to produce pips on a consistent basis. One size does not fit all in the Forex markets. I would encourage everyone to read the book Trend Following, How Great Traders Make Millions in Up or Down Markets by Michael Cavell. This book allowed me to justify the fact that I put out trade recommendations on both buys and sells for every trade report. Instead of trying to figure out all the time which way that these pairs are going to go, we are prepared to help scalpers and day traders by producing trades going in both directions. Now, if you are a trend follower, you'll be more subjective, more protective, and more disciplined. And during this process, you might be only trading using my experienced trader method of using 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3 channels. You see, the better way to investing is understanding what you're doing far in advance before the markets ever take off. Big winners in the market call themselves traders, not investors, because they are always anticipating what's happening using the trend following process of the trend that they're using depending on what time frame. Now, that time frame could be a 15-minute chart, it could be a 4-hour chart, it could be a daily, weekly, or monthly chart. Ladies and gentlemen, price makes news, not the other way around. So if you get caught up in aberrations or that rumor versus fact that is just short term, you are going to eventually lose if you're trying to be a swing position trader. You will have success as a scalper or day trader, but as a swing position trader, we are looking for embedded trends to allow us to continue following the trend on either a daily, weekly, or monthly chart. You see, trend trading can be predictive. You can predict what's going to happen as a trend trader. It is much easier. You might only trade 2 or 3 times a week compared to several times a day. You see, trend followers are in the moment. They understand what's happening. They have a predetermined entry and exit strategy already in advance, and all they're doing is looking for the numbers to hit. Now, if you're looking at the long-term chart, change is constant, and because change is constant, uncertainty is constant, which means you never know when there's going to be aberrations or reversals into the market that might be short-term. But we can, if you want to become a full-time trader and you're willing to put forth the effort and willing to want to learn a vocation for life, we can teach you how to participate in the most liquid market on earth today. Now, people dislike losses so much that they make irrational decisions and vain attempts to avoid them. It has been my ability to be able to understand these losses and minimize these losses and then maximize the winners that have changed me for many traders. Humans can't do it on their own. They have too many emotions involved. Hence the fact that we created the gravy train method, which gives you an opportunity to use the software and make the decisions for you after you learn where to take profit 1, take profit 2, and so on. If you don't have losses, you are not taking risk. Now, that does not mean that you have to have several losses in a row, but what it translates to is that sometimes you have to push it to the limits to get the most out of your winners. Ladies and gentlemen, the value of a disciplined trading approach is that it allows you to design your strategy during non-stressful times. You see, as a scalper or a day trader, you have to make quick, decisive decisions. As a swing position trader, you can plan in advance, sometimes 12 hours or more, in many cases a few days, and in some cases a couple of weeks if you know the numbers in advance. This allows you to understand what the ranges are moving in a swing position trader, whether it's going up or going down, and have calmness and be prepared, and you're like a lion in the jungle ready to attack when these numbers hit. The time to think most clearly about why and when to exit a losing trade is before getting in. If you allow your emotions to take over, history and many surveys have proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that emotional people will let the losers run, and then whenever the winners start to generate positive pips, they'll shut those trades down. Big moves are always on the horizons if you are simply reacting to the market and not trying to predict it. Reaction is what allows people to participate, and trying to protect or predict these will give you an opportunity to where you will not have much success long term in the markets. Now, there are a number of behaviors that will almost guarantee losses in the markets. Most of that has to do with fear, self-doubt, emotion, and irrational behavior. If you have these type of traits, then you need to use the software that's provided by FX Trade Alerts along with my trade alerts or trade plans that will ensure that you have success. If you have any reason for trading other than to make money, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, find someplace else that you can work and attempt to do something else as far as helping others. But unless you have money, you're unable to accomplish most of those goals. You are in a process of learning about the most liquid market on earth today. During that process, you're going to be trading one currency pair that is strengthening against a currency pair that is weakening. That's why I love the Forex markets, because it's trading money versus money. Jim Rogers says one of the biggest mistakes that people make is believing they've always got to be doing something. Once you start learning about the word compounding and learning how to get out of debt and being a slave to debt and having money work for you, you will be well on your way to being a successful trader. There is a better way to investing if you want to take and make the choice fundamentally to become the CEO of your own bankroll. The approach is objective and it's very rational. It has withstood the test of time. I've been doing this since 2001. I spent over 3.5 years in studies to create my numbers. When you realize that you are wrong, you exit immediately. You get out of the trade. There are always going to be other trades that give you an opportunity to produce positive pips. You will approach trading as a business. It's a one-man or one-woman business, but it is a business because you're looking to learn a vocation for life that's going to help leave a legacy not only for you but for your children and supplement your income in one way or another. Don't make it personal. It's just business. Big winners in the market call themselves traders, not investors, as I shared with you earlier. And the reason that they do that is because they understand the probability factors of the markets. They don't invest, they trade. They don't let losses affect them in any way. They don't spend quality time on minor things. Ladies and gentlemen, investors typically don't have a plan for when their investment value decreases. Traders don't care what they own or what they sell as long as they end up with more money than they started out with. Now this will conclude part 1. We'll be back in our next session with part 2. Hope you're with us. I want to thank you for taking time to attend this video webinar. Take time to research the Forex markets, the most liquid market on earth today. My name is Forex Joe. Till next time, may all the pips be with you. Godspeed and see you soon.